Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Much respect to the brothers that are out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom for this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim and Akwaf that might be listening to this lesson on today. This is your brother Abad Yabah, coming through with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the title of my lesson is Building Each Other Up. Now, building is defined as the process of creating or developing something, typically a system or situation, over a period of time. And when I speak on building today, building each other up, I mean the Akim, building each other up in this truth. Because a lot of times when we come into this truth, we're trying to get our footing. We're trying to really understand our value, our purpose, our position, maturing and growing up, because Christianity had taught us a multitude of things which were not conducive to or advantageous to our really growing up as men in our captivity that we've been in. So we've been confused and basically corrupted, and just didn't really know our true position and place, until we came into this truth. So when we first come in, and even throughout the process, we have to be built up. We have to be built up as far as to be encouraged and to be edified, to know the scriptures correctly, to know the proper breakdowns and things of that sort. So that's basically what this lesson is going to give the scriptures for and give the edification for. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the scriptures. And Proverbs 27:17, and it reads, it says, iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. So just like iron sharpens iron, it makes it more productive. It makes it better. We as brothers in this truth, as we come together, we have different strengths. We have different ways of going about, the scriptures. We basically sharpen each other, and we make each other stronger. We make each other better when we, come into this truth and basically work together in it, and not try to do things on our own. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai always use humble, meek men, because being arrogant, thinking that you the top dog and thinking you're all of that and thinking everything's about you will only get you to fall out of this truth. So we have to make sure that we are humble and meek and continue to work together to get stronger and get better, because it's about us being used as men to preach and teach this truth across the four corners of the earth. It's not about us to per se get popular. It's not about us to per se people look at us and say, oh, he's so amazing, he's so incredible, because it's not about us. So let's get that, understood in the beginning. It's about us building each other up so we can do this work and do it to the best way we know possible. And it takes, each and every brother to do this. So that brings me to Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. And it reads, it says, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. In verse 10, it said, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. So, two or more, in this truth is going to help build. It's going to help produce. It's going to be the best way possible for us to succeed. we can't do it alone, because if you trying to do the lone wolf spirit or the lone wolf thing, then you're going to end up falling eventually. And who's going to be there to pick you up? Who's going to be there to help you out when you're in a situation, because you're on your own? You're not with anyone. You're not allowing anyone to help you. You want to do it on your own so you could get all the accolades, but it's not about us. It's about Yahweh Shemi Yahushua getting all, the honor, glory, and praise in this. It's no one that's really, truly in this truth and on this journey is worried or concerned about getting the popularity from it. We're worried. We're not worried at all. We're concerned about the truth getting out. So that's what we do. We do our best to get it out, but we make sure that we're properly, trained, properly educated when it comes to this truth, knowing the right and the correct scriptures to bring out, knowing that this could make or break, someone as far as coming into this truth that doesn't really understand the scriptures properly. We don't want to add to the confusion. We want to add to the edification, and we want to build, each other, as well as build up one that is coming in, that may have never had an understanding. Those that are coming in new, they will have the understanding and be built up the correct way and not an improper way, because we know, just thinking about a building, if you build it up the correct way, the foundation has to be strong. So coming in, that's what you basically need, a good foundation so you can build upon it. But if your foundation is rocky, no matter how you build up on top of that foundation, it's going to fall. So we don't want anyone to fall coming into this truth. We want them to be built up the correct way. So we want to make sure that their foundation is sound, true, and strong. So my next scripture from that is Romans 14:19, and it reads, it says, "Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace, and things wherewith one may edify another." So we're doing this to be on one accord when we go about, and we're trying to build each other up. We're trying to make sure that one to another, that we produce the best product. And that product is this truth. We're not out here selling anything. We're out here to bring forth the salvation of those that don't have the truth. Because we know only the truth is going to set us free from this captivity. It's going to set us free from the mindset of this whole wicked kingdom that we're living in. So we have to have the truth. But only way to give the unadulterated truth is that we have it ourselves and be able to preach it and teach it the right way. So we want to make sure that we do it the right way and come about it the right way by building each other up and being strong in the process. I'm going to get a precept to that, and that's Hebrews 3:12 and 13, and it reads, it says, "Take heed, brethren, lest be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin." So we're going to continue to, make sure that we're on the right path. We want to make sure that those that are with us and that are working with us are not, falling away. We want to make sure that we're talking and being around each other, to help each other out, because it's only going to take, for us to mess up and not be in right standing with Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, that we fall off. So we got to make sure that we continue to help each other while we still have the time, so that none of us, will fall off or fall out when it comes to, this word and this direction that Yahweh Shemi Yahushua has put us on. It's not easy. It takes It takes patience. It takes the passion. It takes the strength. It takes understanding. It takes wisdom. It takes a multitude of things to be in this truth and to really go about it in the manner that you will be pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We're not here to be people pleasers. We're not here to please ourselves. We're here to please Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So we have a multitude of things that we have to take care of as far as our walk to make sure that we're properly going about things the right way and doing the things that Yahweh Shem Yahshua would want us to do and do it in the correct manner. So I'm going to go from there to 1 Corinthians 14 and 26, and it reads, it says, how is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you have a psalm, have a doctrine, have a tongue, have a revelation, have an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying. So with that, when we all come together, we all have different strengths. We all have things that we are able to do based on the talents and gifts that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has given us. But with all those things that we have and all the things that we are blessed with, we need to do it all for the edification of each other and continue to edify and exhort one another daily, because we need to be strengthened going out into the world. You know, we come together and that is to build us up. That is to strengthen us, to get us on the right track. Maybe we are not having a great week. Maybe we're not having a good day per se, but coming together, you know, those things that we have, those gifts that we do have, we can use those gifts to edify each other, to exhort one another, and to build each other up in that process. Ephesians 4 and 29 is my next scripture that I'm going to come about. And it's because, you know, we have to understand our delivery and building each other up and how we go about, you know, being productive and building that process of us gaining more fruit, meaning more men to preach and teach, you know, are those that really want salvation, you know, to come into the faith, you know. So we have to know about our delivery. We can't just be out here, you know, aggressively speaking, but not really edifying anybody. So in Ephesians 4 and 29, it reads, it says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. So we have to make sure that our delivery is good, that we're not just out here, like I said, the language that we use. No one says you can't, you know, curse or anything else. That's not sin. But we also have to understand that everybody learns different, and we can turn someone off to where they're not actually able to get the message, because the message is the main thing that we want to put forth. It's not our own selves. It's not our own flesh. You know, I can only do it one way, and I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it my way. No, we're going to do it the way that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has put us and built us here to do it and created us here for. So therefore, that those that hear it, they will be edified and they will be encouraged to hear, you know, what we're giving them as far as the truth and far as the understanding, as far as the belief that they should have, knowing that this Christianity or many other religions that they're being corrupted by and deceived by, you know, the truth will set them free from those particular things if they are, you know, destined to be of the elect. We can't make anybody believe, but we can make sure that we give them the best delivery and the best way of showing them, and not, you know, a fleshly way or a carnal way, but the way that the Spirit has given us to give the word and that they receive it, you know, because Yahweh Shem Yahshua wants us to be, you know, productive. My next scripture is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. And it reads, it says, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, as even as also ye do. So we have to continue to encourage each other, continue to build each other up, because that's what we should already be doing. You know, it's about balance. It's about, you know, being there for one another. It's about doing the work as Yahweh Shem Yahshua has placed us here to do. Every day we should be seeking new ways and seeking, you know, ways to bring forth, you know, this word. And when I say new ways, I'm not saying to change anything or add unto it, because we're not supposed to add unto it or subtract from the word itself. But I'm just saying ways to get more edification across, more education across, and to be able to encourage one another. We can't just be stagnant, and we can't just, you know, be comfortable, but we have to, you know, continue to build each and every day on our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But with that, continue to encourage and edify one another, and those that don't truly have this word correctly, to build them up as well. So I'm going to end with Hebrews 10:24 through 25, and it reads, it says, "And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to do and to good works, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching." So once again, you know, I said we need to think of new ways, but we need to, you know, think of ways to motivate each other, continue to encourage each other, continue to, you know, push one another in this truth. You know, if you're doing videos for 2 days out of the week, let's try for 3. You know what I'm saying? Let's try for, you know, finding new ways to build up the weak areas that you're in, because we need this. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to do this and do this in the right manner, because we're here to please Yahweh Shem Yahshua and not ourselves. You know, but we also have to come together. We also have to meet one another. We also have to be around each other. That's why we have camps. That's why we have brotherhoods. That's why we have, you know, those that are in the faith together, you know what I'm saying, that are preaching the same doctrine, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be able to, you know, build up, you know, each other in the process of us coming together. You know what I'm saying? That's how we build. That's how we bless one another, is when we're around each other. You know, continue to speak on those scriptures that you may not have a true understanding with, because sometimes over the phone, you know what I'm saying, maybe you're a hands-on learner, you know what I'm saying, and things of that sort. So meeting each other, you know, don't neglect that. Don't make it seem like it's not a big deal, because coming together is, you know, a form of us, you know, getting that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and it's to help us to be more productive and encourage one another, you know, because we know that Yahweh Shem Yahshua, He's making it to where these days are shortened for a reason. Yahweh Shai is soon to come. So with the day of Yahweh Shai's return drawing near, we need to make sure that we're ready and available, and also at our best when he does return, because we don't get a second chance at that. So we need to build up each other while we have time, and we need to continue to, you know, push forward, and, you know, and be edified, but also exhort each other each and every day, and find new ways to do that. So I pray, you know, this lesson was edifying. And as always, I give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. And until my next lesson, Shalom.